Hi, welcome into my channel. Today's video is about the new build for the Druid, Season 7 for Diablo 4, which is more of a Cataclysm build. This build comes after the new update, after nerfing the poison, so hopefully you will enjoy this one. It has some unique, uber unique equipments, but it will help you up, level up till you find the right equipment, find right weapons for you, and even stones too. So let's start. So basically this build, I found it online and I a little bit adjust to it from the original build because I could not afford nor find the right materials to craft the stones. So as you can see here is basically this build depends on your ultimate. So main thing you need to do while making this build is to reduce the cooldown as much as you can for the ultimate, and when the ultimate is running, your core weapon will be unlimited. That's another thing. So I'll show you now. As soon as this ultimate cools in 1, 2, we'll use the ultimate, and you're gonna see I have no mana, but I'm using my core at the same time. We can see the numbers in millions I'm taking. I'm not looking here to do anything. I just need to show you like basically what's the ultimate in here, which is the Cataclysm, is doing. Let's try to find more people. Here you go. I'm just walking by and the ultimate is doing all the job. So okay, let's head back to a safety zone where I can show you the build. Again, the build, I was watching a Twitch stream and I took an idea of it, and that's how we start the build. Alright, so first of all, you need the Harlequin, you need the Shroud of False Death. Those are the main two Ubers you need. This one, and you can get it from, I believe, what's his name? He can give you this one and the not Doriel, and the other the ring. And I was lucky to get the ring with a star on the willpower, because that's what's mainly we need. We're gonna need to use the back and Zell, and I know the back is really rare in this season, not like the past season. So you probably gonna find it for like 4 or maybe 2 billion. They can sell it for you. Just try to see if you can find anyone selling it. If you can't get any, I used here like the blue rocks to add to my Shroud of Falls, just to give me extra willpower. And here the basically, sorry, let's go back to the backs and the Zal to give you like more maximum life. And the pants, I used the Neo and Quacks. One, to avoid like health damage while you're fighting for 2 seconds, and the other one for every basic skill cast, which is basically your core damage. You will deal up 100% increased damage. So when we use our ultimate, the second attack I'm usually using is the core. I'm using Gian's Blessing to give me a resistance, to help my resistance, because when I started with the regular shoes, boots, my resistance was so bad. So now at least they are on the 70s. And here, I used one main, like a one hand and an offhand. So I can add 2 lightning bolt damage plus increase my chance for a catalysm to deal double damage. In this one, I use the aspect here. I believe the name of this aspect was the run workers conduct aspect. It's basically critical strike with storm skill, cause lightning bolts period to strike close enemies for 3 seconds, and your lightning damage is increased by a certain amount. Mine was 15%. In this one, I use the blood boiling aspect, which is when your core skills overpower an enemy, you spawn 3 blood drops. Collecting those volatile blood drops will cause to explode, dealing certain amount of physical damage. The aspect on the hand or the gloves is the Vehement Brawler aspect. It's basically casting an ultimate skill and increase your damage by a certain amount. Mine is 23 at the moment for 8 seconds. If it happens and you could not find this boots, you can use any boots and add to it the aspect of concussive strike. Basically that aspect can what is like the description of it is you deal a certain amount of increased damage to dazed enemies, and damaging an enemy has up to 20% chance to daze them for 2 seconds. So that's what it does. But again, I'm using this one to give me a resistance and a movement speed, because the druid is kind of slow character. The amulet, I use the aspect of electrified clouds, which is shape-shifting into a new animal. In this case, in my build, it's the bear. Will cause lightning bolt to strike nearby enemies and dealing certain amount of damage, and your lightning bolt deals certain amount of damage as well for 2 seconds. And since, as I mentioned, I could not get the right attachment from the new season, the season of the witchcraft, so I just added a white one to help my resistance. Same thing with the ring, and on this ring I added the blue one to just give me more like a resistance as well. And here where I used the aspect of Apogic Furor, which is increase your ultimate skill. Which is casting an ultimate skill can increase your ultimate damage by a certain amount. Mine was 9.4 in this case, which up to 94% for 10 stacks, and your cooldown and this bonus are reset. So this will help to reset and decrease your cooldown. This ring is so important for this build, because whenever you cast a catalysm or your catalysm is active, your unlimited spirit, and you will deal certain amount of damage. So basically that's what I did in the build in here. moving back, sorry, let's go in here. So as you can see in here, I have added the Hex of Whispers. I'm still trying to level up all those crafts, the witchcrafts, the aura of siphoning. This is really helpful. I know they nerfed the poison, but still, it will help you with this build when you go into a pit and when you're waiting for your ultimate to cool down to be done, so you can cast your ultimate. And here, Soul Harvest will help your core attack and will kind of help you to, like, add less duration for your ultimate. This one will help you to gain a barrier, since on the druid we don't have much of maximum life in the build, so this will help you to gain some maximum life. And here, this will, whenever you kill an enemy, your next to overpower will do certain amount of damage, and all depends on how much you're gonna level it up. This one, of course, the best one so far in every build, every character I've seen so far, they're using it because of amount of physical damage. It's making like 56,000, and I used to use, I believe, this one, the cycle, but the cycle, if you play with a group and you want to be a healer, it's a really good one, because it's gonna like kind of shows you like flowers around the area you're fighting, where your friends, your allies are at, and it will heal them while they're fighting. It will cause a little bit of poison damage to the enemy, but this one is, for me, I found it way much better. Okay, next thing, the spirit bones. You activate those when you move with the campaign, so you can activate them. For my build, mainly use 2 bones for the wolf. And here on the deer, I went up to this choice, the gift of the stag will gain you maximum spirit. In the eagle, this one will add extra critical strike damage to you when you attack. In the wolf, this one will extend the duration of the ultimate. And this one, the bluster, will fortify for 50% of your maximum life when you use a defense. Regarding the snake, I chose this one because it will add more damage to your storm, lightning bolt, or dancing bolts. In the skill tree, simply anything you want. I chose this one, was the first thing showed up, and I don't use any of the basics, but I had just to add 2 levels. And as you can see, I have extra 4 levels that came from the uber unique items I have been wearing. When up in here, I chose the lightning storm, ended up in the primal lightning storm. I didn't choose anything else in this build. The rest are again all extras from the uber unique clothes. This is so important. You're gonna need a barrier to help you within this build when you walk into pits, regular areas, boss fights, like especially world boss. You're gonna need to absorb that damage. And I did the preserving earthen bulwark. Here we did this one, the backlash, to increase your damage after casting a defense skill, which is when you cast this, will increase your damage, your barrier. And chose the bear because it's like more of a, I don't know, it'll help you with kind of more of a tanky We go down in here for your companion. I chose the wolf because within the build, the wolf, you can cast them to attack enemies. This one will increase your damage for distance enemy. This one will increase your damage while you're in a human form. If you don't want to shapeshift, which I barely use, it will help you. The poison creep, this is a really important, especially when you go try to farm. You can just use this attack. Will hold the enemies, kinda poison them, and within my attacks I do daze them as well. That will give you a good opportunity to strike an ultimate. In here, you deal increased damage while you're healthy, and in this one, well, your companions will deal damage as well. We go down to the Wrath. That's the main attack. We're gonna use the charge. Well, that's what I did. In here, I did not use any of these till here, which is will slow your poisoned enemies. And here your companion as well, getting an extra. In here, if you're gonna switch to the bear, this will give you additional healing from all the resources. And then use this one. We go back in here. For here, I did this, which will increase the amount of fortify you gain. Before this, we have this one, the Divine's Natural Magic will deal extra damage to elite, and this one to vulnerable enemy, and this one will add increased damage. Triple this bonus if Earth skill is next skill cast after the storm. The Cataclysm, this is the main attack I've been using, and that we're gonna try to add more cooldown to the build as much as we can to keep this going non-stop. And while you cast this, within the one of the aspects was that while you're casting the ultimate, then your core attack will be unlimited. And then down to here to the Supreme, which this will make the enemies vulnerable. Shape-shifting in here as well for the enemies will add more damage to you. And here you add you need an additional maximum life, so this is the best option for you. And the paragon, let's go. The first one in the paragon board is the starter board, which I used the electrification glyph, and I did not level it up, only to 15. Now this is a new build I'm working on, so I need to do more nightmare dungeons and pits to level up my glyphs. The second one, I chose the Thunderstruck, and my glyph is the Keeper. The third one, I chose the Heightened Malice, and the glyph was the which one? The Fulfillment. Fourth one, it was the Ancestral Guidance, and as you can see, I just made it to the glyph. I did not go here anywhere. While in here, I've been working now my way on this one. I just added this to give me more maximum life, and this is my next thing to get resistance, so I can a little bit maybe check if I take some of those white stones from as an attachments and add more to give me more power damage or overpower. And the second glyph I forgot to mention, this is really important the storm will increase your damage. And in here to get extra critical strike damage. And I think I spoke about this one. Okay, the dominate on the fourth one. I use this one, and I still need to work my way in here as soon as I level up more. Last one, we have the Earth and Sky, which is basically for magic skills. And I did this one as well here to get extra damage when to help the enemies. So you need to work on this one, see what works for you better. I hired, those are my mercenaries and reinforcement, Rehair and Sobo. For Rehair, this is the tree. You can go down, boom, ground slam, Rehair Aggies, and then the Bastion and Inspiration. For the reinforcement, you use troop mines and this one, which is, I don't know what to do with it, basically. I just was the first option, I just chose it. Going back to the skill tree to show you the attacks I'm using. I'm not using any of the basics. My core is the lightning storm, because that one, whenever you use the ultimate, it will be unlimited. So many like lightning bolts from the ultimate, plus the core will be really good. You can use the bear, and I use the earthen ball rock again to gain a barrier that absorbs to add to your maximum life. The poison creeper again will be really good against group of enemies, will help you a lot. The wolf, again, you can summon them, they'll be running right after you. Wherever you go, you can even send them to attack an enemy. I did not use any of these so far, did not try them. And the Cataclysm, that's my build basically. So now what I was looking for to get a better ring and maybe a better offhand, or the main one, something to give me like extra on the willpower. And as you can see, I went and I added lightning bolt and Cataclysm to both of weapon and the offhand. In here I added a lightning bolt damage as well, and Cataclysm cooldown. Here Cataclysm cooldown as well, and damage while forfeited. And here lightning bolt damage and barrier I added just to help me while waiting for my ultimate cooldown to cool off. Alright, let's go and check. So for example, let's go here and I'll show you. Alright, let's go check. So as you can see, there's a poison behind me becoming still. That's part of the Harlequin helmet thing. So I'll walk, let's find a group of people to use the creeper thing on them, like here. So you see how they got dazed. I use my ultimate and that's it. So I'm just gonna be running, doing nothing, just waiting for my ultimate, and you can use your basic with it. I'm gonna show you now, like my basic, there's no mana, but I can still shoot That's the unlimited thing within the aspects we're using. Come on, give me some people so we can use the again. I use my barrier. Here you go, and unlimited. So I'll be just running around. And as you can see, one, and I still have some still going on my unlimited, and I'll use it again. All I'm doing, I'm just walking basically at this point, causing millions in damages. And if I want to use my ultimate, my core with the ultimate, it's great. Here we go again, and simply that's... Druid is not like a barbarian, as tanky, more damage, but it will works really good with a barbarian. I play with my teammate and he's a barbarian. I tried to use the what's called the necromancer. I didn't like that much. The build is kind of not as easy as this one to use. So you saw these flowers. These flowers are healing me, giving me heal. It's from the other guy who was playing here. This dude, he's using it. Do I have a tree? Let's go. Materials, why not? Alright, thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to follow, subscribe, and send me any question you have. I'm not that great expert in the game, but I did multiple builds, and I will do a new video for another character, probably going to be the Necromancer. So see you there, and make sure to follow me on Twitch and subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you so much.